Hello students, in this part we are going to learn about the parts of the animal cell and the plant cell. A typical animal cell consists of cell membrane, which is the outermost covering of a cell. Then it has a cytoplasm, nucleus, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi body, which is also referred as Golgi apparatus, mitochondria and ribosome. So the first structure of an animal cell that we are going to discuss is the cell membrane. Cell membrane is the outermost covering. It is a double membrane structure present both in the plant cell as well as animal cell. This cell membrane provides shape, protects the inner organelle of the cell and acts as a selectively permeable membrane. Selectively permeable means it allows only some substances to enter inside the cell and only allows some substances to leave the cell. We'll understand the meaning of selectively permeable with the help of following animation. Each cell is surrounded by an external membrane which gives shape to the cell. This membrane allows only some substances to pass through it, so it controls the movement of material in and out of the cell. For example, oxygen and nutrients are allowed to come inside the cell, and carbon dioxide and other waste material go out of the membrane effectively. Now let's understand the internal parts of the cell. The cell membrane encloses a structure called as cell cytoplasm. Cell cytoplasm is a jelly-like substance which consists of all the cell organelles. So now one by one we are going to discuss about some cell organelles present inside the cell. So the first one that we are going to learn is about endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum is present inside the cell next to the nucleus, and it is a network of membranous tubule present within the cytoplasm of the cell. Right? So ER or endoplasmic reticulum forms the organelle which is present inside the cell cytoplasm, and it appears just like tubules that are interconnected to each other. Endoplasmic reticulum forms the skeletal framework of the cell. What forms the skeletal framework in human body? It is the bones. In the same way, the skeletal framework inside the cell is formed by endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum is also involved in transportation inside the cell. What is the means of transport when we go from our house to the school? How do we go? Either we go via bus or we go via van. But how does the bus and the van they're going to travel? They travel via roads, right? So roads are going to connect our house to the school. In the same way, the connecting link inside the cell, it is endoplasmic reticulum, right? Now the next cell organelle is Golgi apparatus, which is also called as Golgi bodies. Golgi body is a membrane-bound sac-like organelle present within the cell cytoplasm and is mainly involved in secretion. Secretion means release of certain substances. Like in your mouth, what is secreted? Saliva is secreted in your mouth. In the same way, for the cell to function properly, certain secretions are required, and these secretions they are released by the Golgi apparatus. The next cell organelle is mitochondria, and mitochondria is oval-shaped organelle also called as the powerhouse of the cell. What is powerhouse? Powerhouse is involved in production of electricity. For your body to function properly, what is required? Energy is required. And what produces energy inside the cell? Mitochondria produces the energy. And this energy produced by mitochondria is in the form of ATP molecules. ATP means adenosine triphosphate molecules, right? For your body to function effectively, for your body to do any kind of work, it can be movement of your hand, movement of your leg, even blinking of eyes, it requires energy. So when your body requires energy, your body is going to spend ATP, and ATP is the energy currency of the cell. What is the currency of India? Rupee is the currency of India. So when you go to the shop to buy something, what do you spend? You're going to spend rupees, right? In the same way, for your body to function, what the body spends? The body is going to spend ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate. The next cell organelle is ribosome. Ribosome, it is either present freely in the cytoplasm or it is present along with the endoplasmic reticulum, right? And ribosome is involved in the synthesis of protein. For your body to function properly, protein are required, and these proteins, they are synthesized by ribosome. Now I will explain you how ribosomes, endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi bodies, they are interrelated to each other along with their function. Suppose if the ribosome, they produce a protein which is called as protein A, right? This protein A is produced by the ribosome, and now this protein is going to travel via endoplasmic reticulum. Now remember what we have learned in endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum helps in transportation. So ribosome produces a protein A, and this protein A travels via endoplasmic reticulum to the Golgi apparatus. Now this Golgi apparatus is going to release the protein into the cell cytoplasm, and the function of Golgi apparatus is secretion. So protein produced by ribosome travels via endoplasmic reticulum and is released or secreted by the Golgi apparatus or Golgi body, right? So right now in the animal cell we have learned about 4 organelles. What are they? Ribosome, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus and mitochondria, right? Now next and the most vital cell organelle is the nucleus. Nucleus is the largest organelle present inside the animal cell. It is a double membrane bound organelle which controls all the activities of the cell. Like in your body, all the body activities, all the activities done by you is controlled by your brain. In the same way, all the activities inside the cell is controlled by the nucleus. Nucleus not only controls the various activities of the cell, it also helps the cell in cell division. Like you people are small, when you grow up, you will grow in height, you will grow in weight. So that eventually the cells are only dividing. That is why you are increasing in length. That is why you are increasing in weight. Right? So these cells have to divide, and this division of cell is called as cell division, which is controlled by nucleus. Nucleus also controls the hereditary characters. Hereditary characters means like we are similar to our parents. Why are we similar to our parents? Because of the genes, right? And inheritance of genes from the parents to the offspring, like we have the same genes as our parents, and this inheritance of genes from the parent to their children or to their offspring is called as inheritance, or taking the heredity from the parents to the offspring. So who controls the hereditary characteristic? It is the nucleus, right? So you can understand that nucleus only controls, like we are similar to our parents because of the nucleus. Since nucleus consists of a thin thread-like structures, and these thread-like structures that you can see inside the nucleus, they are called as the chromatin fibers. Okay, so they are called as chromatin fibers, and these chromatin fibers consist of the genes which is almost similar in the parents and the offsprings, right? So these were the organelles that we had to study in the animal cell. Now we are going to study the organelles in the plant cell. In the plant cell, we are going to learn about cell wall, cell membrane, cytoplasm, nucleus, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi body, mitochondria, ribosome, vacuoles and plastid. So one thing is visible to everybody, that out of all these new cell organelles, we have already discussed about cell membrane, cytoplasm, nucleus, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi body, mitochondria and ribosome. Now the 3 new structures that we have to learn is the cell wall, vacuole and the plastids. So first we are going to learn about the cell wall. Cell wall is the outermost covering in the plant cell. Remember, in the animal cell, the outermost covering was the cell membrane. Animal cells do not have a cell wall. Plant cell have a cell wall, have a cell membrane, right? Cell wall is a non-living rigid structure present in the plant cell, and it is made up of cellulose. These cellulose, they are the tiny units, they are the tiny structures that comes together to form a complete cell wall, right? And this cell wall is permeable. Permeable means it allows all the substances to come inside and to leave the cell. Cell membrane, children, was semi-permeable. It only allowed some substances to come inside and diffuse out, but cell wall is fully permeable since it allows all the substances to come inside and diffuse out. If we talk about the function of the cell wall provides rigidity and gives shape to the plant cell. The next structure in the plant cell is vacuole. Plant cells, they have a large vacuole, and these vacuoles, they are the membrane bound fluid filled organelle found within the cytoplasm of the plant cell, and these vacuoles provide shape and rigidity to the plant cell. This we can understand with an example. What is this? This is a deflated balloon. What is going to happen if we are going to fill the balloon with the air? The balloon is going to inflate, right? It is going to get some shape. In the same way, inside the plant cell you have a vacuole which is filled up with the water. Because of the presence of the watery organelle, presence of a large vacuole, there is a particular shape inside the plant cell. So vacuoles, they provide shape, and when they give a proper shape, they also provide rigidity to the plant. Rigidity you can understand. Suppose if you take a green leaf and you take a yellow leaf, which one is more rigid, which one is more tough? Definitely the green one is more tough, and the yellow one you can easily break it, right? So the green one has presence of the vacuole which has presence of water, whereas in the yellow leaf vacuole has lost water, the cell has died. So vacuole has water which gives a particular shape to the plant cell. The last cell organelle is the plastid. There are three types of plastids in the plants. The first one is the leucoplast. Leucoplast, they are the colorless plastid and basically involved in storage of food, like in the case of potato. Have you ever seen when your mother cuts potato, there's a thick white secretion that comes out of potato. That white secretion comes out from the colorless plastid which is called as leucoplast, which stores starch, right? So leucoplast is a colorless plastid which is basically involved in storage of the food or storage of starch. Have you ever wondered why the flowers are red? Some flowers are pink, some are red, some are yellow, some are orange. So this color of flower is because of a plastid which is called as chromoplast. Chromoplast, they are blue, red and yellow colored plastids that gives color to the flowers, leaves or the stem. Next you have the chloroplast. These are the green colored plastid that helps in the photosynthesis. All the leaves, they are green in color because of the presence of a pigment called as chlorophyll that helps in the process of photosynthesis. And where is this chlorophyll present? This chlorophyll pigment is present inside the chloroplast. So plastids are of three types: leucoplast, colorless; chromoplast having various colors; and chloroplast having green color, right? So now we will see what all cell organelles they are common within the plant and animals, and how the plant cell is different from the animal cell. See children, in the plant and in the animal cell, the cell organelles that are common, that means both plant and animals have, they are mitochondria, Golgi body, endoplasmic reticulum, nucleus, cytoplasm and ribosome. These structures, they are present in plants also and in animals also. The structures which is exclusively present in the plant cell are cell wall, plastid and a large vacuole, and these structures, they are absent in the animal cell. So this is how you can differentiate between plant cell and animal cell. So students, can you name the cell organelle which is called as a powerhouse of the cell?